This is 5 minutes at the Gidget factory. We recorded this earlier in the week. Now what you see is all the guys milling around that Bondi that went out midweek. It's a white Bondi with a black butt kitchen, and so it's just final trims being installed. On the left hand side we just passed another Bondi, it was a Jarrah, and then you see two nooses. One is the Ice Aqua and the other is fresh cream with a black butt. Just panning past the panel saw, cabinet makers area with all components for cabinetry that we install into canvas. Coming back now, we'll just slowly walk through to where our panel shop is at the far end, and then we have our upholstery section on the far left. And you can see in the foreground on the right we have axles stacked up ready to assemble. One of our workers there is just buffing up a door for a noosa for the shower compartment. So every component is trimmed and buffed before it is installed. And Darryl is there in the foreground, he's just doing the countersinking for the trims. And Al over the back there is prepping the door, putting the rubbers on, and putting everything. You can see three slide out sections, another slide out sitting on a noosa ready to go in for the cabinetry assembly. All roofs already painted, ready for assembly. Going back in the opposite direction, there's that noosa again that's only a few days from completion. And that's the Ice Aqua noosa that's only got a couple of hours more work to be completed as well. This is the white Bondi going back in the other direction. And you can see the cabinet shop in the distance with cabinets and carcasses already assembled, ready for the next lot of campers to come through. Up on the wall you can see doors, all the trimmings already prepared. Now in the fiberglass shop, this is Stevie, he's already laid up the first layer of resin, put the chop strand mat into place. This gun is a saturation gun which mixes the resin and the hardener to whatever strength we need, depends on the temperature. And now Adam and Stevie will roll out all the air bubbles in the fiberglass. These components are just the fiberglass wings that we put the timber veneer onto that are in the kitchen area. So we make them out of fiberglass so they're super strong but lightweight, and then we adhere the veneer to it, paint it in the finish. Now what Adam's got is the core mat. So we put one layer of chop strand mat down, and then we have a layer of core mat inside that. It's a saturation, but also makes it incredibly strong on the surface. And put both those pieces in the major section of the wing. That saturates the resin saturates through that, and then they run the resin through that, and they'll put some more resin on that to complete the job, making it ultra strong. All our body panels are made the same way. The chop strand mat first, then the core mat. It gives an amazing amount of strength. I'll saturate that, and then at a later stage I'll put more chop strand mat over the top of that, which sandwiches that core mat in there. Now we're in the fabrication shop. So we have Sean and Gordon, they're prepping all the components for a subframe. So we have the jig there, they're all pre-cut, all smoothed off, ready for assembly. So Sean's put all the components together. That jig's made for a noosa and a Bondi. And then Gordon's over the back there, he's prepping components for Sean to assemble into the subframe jig. Just behind him there you'll see a large hand brake machine which bends all our metal and all our sheet components. So we can make all our own tanks, we make our own underfloors, everything is made in the factory. So Gordon's just cleaning all the edges up there so there's no sharp components. Now in the spray shop, so Rod's just prepped the other side of the underfloor. We seal all the underfloors with a clear coating, just to prevent any moisture entry into the plywood. In the background you can see a slide out nose section. That's already primed, ready for painting. So as soon as he gets this component finished, he'll take that out of the spray shop, and then he'll be applying the colour to all the other components that are in there.
You can see in the foreground, which is a rear lid section, and as I pan around, you'll see the bumpers and guards as well. And now we're outside, and one of the guys is prepping the door. And as we zoom around, you can see all those nose sections ready, slide out sections ready for installation into the camper.